board, that's the way that it feels. If you're trying to level up, if you're trying to stay solid, come tap in with the real Coach Marshall. Got it. More than a coach, more than a coach. Life, game, and vision. More than a coach, more than a coach, more than a coach.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back, y'all. This your boy, your host, Coach Marshall, y'all, from the More Than the Coach podcast. It's been a minute, y'all, but y'all already know I'm back here on the scene with season 8, episode 1. Y'all, tonight is going to be a special show. I got a young brother, man, out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, y'all, that I ran across through TikTok, Instagram, and then by the way of my family, I end up hooking up with him and making this happen. But before I bring him on, y'all already know, let me take care of the little house issues. And tonight, y'all, the show sponsored by Marshall Media. Marshall Media, the home of all your content, your photography, your podcast shows, your education shows, and soon a much needed online radio station coming, y'all, next month. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with your boy. And hey, keep it going, because y'all know how we do here. Also, this Sunday, y'all, for season 7, the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast will be back, y'all. We've been gone for a few months, you know, while I was healing and recuperating. We've been holding it down, me and the missus, and now it's time to give our people what they want. Everybody been asking us where we been, so we coming back, y'all. Coming back strong and better than ever. Also, make sure y'all tap in for the summer with Miss G Learning Time, pre-K. If you got the little ones that need that education, they need to, you know, stay tuned up before the school start back up in the next season. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Mrs. G Learning Time, pre-K. She teaches them, and she got some outstanding busy books for the kids. Y'all gonna love it. And also, make sure y'all tap in with my little brother, Mr. Donye F. Jones. It's Something Every Day podcast, y'all, out of Chicago, Illinois, where my brother be doing positive things, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with him and follow his podcast. He still come on Thursdays, so y'all can check him out on all the social platforms. He definitely appreciate it. And, hey, great content, great show. And also, want to give a big shout out to my cousin, y'all, Miss Tiffany Owens. She released a book a couple months ago called Beyond Broken Pieces, where she talks about a mom that not only lost one kid, but she lost 2 kids to gun violence. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, support her, get that book, y'all. It's a great read, and I can't wait to get her on the podcast and talk about it. So y'all, before I get my guest on the show and bring him on, some of y'all might have heard him, some of you might not have. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop this little quick video, and I'm gonna let y'all see who I'm gonna be bringing on to the show with me, y'all. So y'all hold on one second and check this out.
For the music, be dead or I'll probably lose it. K-Zoo. My heart and soul go out to you. Always keep you really close, but it's some shit I'm going through. How I lose so many homies in the shit that I pursue, and how the city overlooked me when I did the shit for you. Is my city gonna think I did it big enough? I've been on the grind, still they act like I ain't did enough. I've been seeing comments of people telling me give it up. I can hear them talking, but ask me how much I give a fuck, really? You either with me or against me though. Always been a buck with these niggas, but they resent me for. Rashaad Lee. Let's go. Wait till I'm winning and hate on me now, That's a hell of a vibe. Niggas just sweating, go get them a dollar. I'm all respecting it, tearing me down. Now look for my niggas, nowhere to be found. I'm standing on business with 10 on the ground. I said I'm a king, they ain't give me the crown. I know they gon' hate, so this what I found. You niggas. Coming up like in a dice game. I'm really different. I ain't thinking about you niggas. Stay the fuck about my business. I just kick it like a blunt. Puffing on a blunt. Dolo on these niggas. I've been getting what I want. I had to make a couple moves. Now a nigga look official. I've been earning all my stripes. All I'm missing is a whistle. I just kick it like a blunt. Puffing on a blunt. Dolo on these niggas. I've been getting what I want. used to tell me that I couldn't do it. I never listened, I was shooting for the stars. Was focused handling business. They told me I couldn't make it. Nah, God is my witness. I know he watching over your son, mama, I did it. They gon' tell you that you can't do it. Don't ever listen, they gon' tell you that you can't do it. Handle your business, they gon' tell you that you can't. Don't listen to the hate. This is your moment. No, you can't let them see you break, so go. It was 2022, alone and sit in my room. I'm trying to piece it together. A vision for me and you. I told myself I'ma make it. Don't even know if it's true. 2025 shit. I'ma keep it a buck when I say I ain't playing. I'm here for a reason, been mine for the taking. I kept my composure, the hunger I'm craving. I fought all my demons, this shit feel amazing. Why would I care if they want me to stop? I don't know, nigga, it's better you not. Either you being with me or you bet against me, but ain't nobody taking my spot. Nobody be tripping, you really gon' do it? I don't know, lately I've been going through it. Mind been on racing, they testing my patience. I learned to embrace it, but fuck how they moving. Focused on me, give a damn what they doing. Rap shit be easy, I'm steady improving. They try to judge me, I question the ruling. Why hate on a nigga, you been in pursuit, and this shit be confusing.
Welcome to Marshall Media, the home of creative podcast shows, impactful educational content, and a photography group built to capture moments that matter. At Marshall Media, we tell real stories, amplify real voices, and bring ideas to life on screen, on mic, and through the lens. If you're ready to listen, learn, or create, this is where it starts. Connect with us today. Call 989-780-0289. Email marshallmediagroup54@gmail.com or visit marshallmediagroup.org. Marshall Media, your vision.
There it is, y'all. There it is. So, y'all, with no further delay, y'all, I'm going to bring him in, but I got to bring him in on one of my favorite songs, and I'm going to see if he going to vibe to this one, too. But this is one of my favorites, y'all. And, y'all, welcome to the More Than the Coach podcast, all the way from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Mr. Rashaad Lee. And let's bring him in the right way, y'all.
I've been going through so much, I'm losing sleep.
Everybody changing, this ain't how it's supposed to be. I can't trust nobody, ain't no love up in these streets. Man, you took it back on this one, huh, man?
For real.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
man.
show, my brother.
No
I can't lie to you, man. Ever since I seen you on TikTok, then I jumped on IG, and then when I found out you was from KZoo, bro, I became a fan. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, man, it's an honor to have you on the show. I know you're a busy brother, so I ain't gonna keep you too long. But man, I think people that listen to me and follow me, they need to know who you are. I reached out to some local rappers around here, and I told them, y'all better get on and follow him. This man got some fire down there, man. And I appreciate my little cousin Greg for making this happen for us, bro.
Hey, that's crazy. I'm gonna be real with you, man. True story shit. I definitely seen your message, man, but at this point, you know, where I'm progressing in my career, it's like it's hard to take every message serious. So you get so many of them, and you just like, all right, this bro for real, like, all right. And then you get tired, and you like, all right, I'll check on it later. And I was in the gym, man, and I know Greg from way back, man. Like Greg was the big homie. I was a freshman when he was a senior, man. So yeah, he was the big homie, the football star and shit, man. So you know, it was crazy that he stopped me in the gym the other day, and he was just like, yeah, you know, my cousin got this podcast. Out of love, I'm just like, yeah, bro, I got you. And then I seen it was you. I'm like, man, the world is so small. It must have been meant to be, bro. Honestly, like, long story short, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, man, because I was just in KZoo this past weekend, and that's when we were sitting there, and he was like, and I asked them all, him and my other cousins, and instantly he burst out laughing and say, "Cuz I know him." I'm like, man, you don't know him, bro. And look what happened. So While I got you over here, man, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, man, and tell the people something about you, man, before we get into the podcast.
No doubt. My name is Rashaad Lee. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan, man. I've been rapping for like I got a catalog that say like my first few songs I dropped in like 2017, but bro, I didn't even fuck with music like that when I was doing that. I was just doing it like my homeboys did it, and I was just kind of at that place in life where I was like, let me try something different. It was fun. And
Yeah.
then 2023, around time Pressure came out. Or no, that was Insomnia. When around the time that song came out, is when I really started taking it serious. So it's been about 5 years, man. So Rashaad Lee, Kalamazoo, Michigan, been rapping about 5 years, for
Man.
real. And yeah, there ain't much else to tell until you start asking questions, bro.
Well, man, we can get into it, man. But I just first thought, man, it's like, as a former cat who used to call himself a rapper, but then life hit me in military call. And man, it's just like hearing you got a distinguished sound. And and the caption that got me to tune in was one of Michigan hardest rappers nobody know about.
No
You know,
doubt.
and it was like he got his own flow, but he take these drill beats and he killing it. And man, once I started sending it to people, man, check this cat out. And man, I can say you got some classics, bro.
I
You know,
appreciate
you
that,
got some
bro, for
classics.
real.
And like you said, I went back in the crates with that one because I deal with some of that stuff you was talking about. And that's one thing I was gonna ask you. Your music is very therapeutic, and it's helpful. You know what I'm saying?
Love,
And
bro.
so what caused you to start? Even I know you said it's been since 2017, but what caused you to pick up a pen and start writing music like this?
I would say like around 2020, I was like, all right, it was like therapy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was just something that helped me get through shit that I was going through.
Okay.
And I found out I liked this shit. And then, people would tell me, like, damn, bro, your voice crazy. Shit, bro, I'm talking like old white folks in the store and shit, bro, would be just randomly be like, oh my God, your voice, you should do radio. They never told me to rap. They always told me I should do something with the radio. So for
Okay.
me, being in the culture, I'm like, all right, radio. I should probably be rapping because I used to
Mhm.
write poetry and shit back in high
Okay.
school. So bro, like that's really like what got me into it is just trying to deal with my own shit. It was a release, just something I enjoyed.
Yeah. I feel that man, that's how I got into it. Same way, poetry. Then hooked up with a couple cats from the neighborhood, man, and started doing it. Then they went to prison, so I went another route, and that was it. But still got passion for it, man. So, that's a cool thing.
You can
So,
never lose the love for it, bro. It's just
never.
something that you keep close to you, man.
That's right. So, and I see you are a father, right?
Yeah, yeah.
See some of the pictures and things, man. Beautiful kids, and I know that's got to
Appreciate it.
be your inspiration and everything.
Yeah, yeah. To a degree, man. I'm a really honest and forthcoming person. I'm full-time dad, but
Hmm.
I'm not the kind of dad that, relies on my kids for inspiration,
Mm,
or as a source of, like I rely on my purpose. I
yeah.
believe my purpose is bigger than my family. My family, that's selfish. Like if I'm looking out just for mine,
Mm,
I can only take my gift so far.
mm,
But if, I keep, other people in mind, where you said my music can be therapeutic,
yeah.
that's a strategy, I guess, that at some point I subconsciously started to implement in my music, where it was like, nah, your purpose is bigger than you and yours. Your purpose is to uplift people and inspire people
Hmm.
to be the best version of themselves,
Mm,
and the music is healing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's aggressive, but it's healing. And I think in a lot of ways that's kind of my what would they call that? Like that's like my thing, I guess, in my music is that I find a way to say really meaningful shit in an
Mm,
aggressive way that makes people receive it better. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
that's true.
you know what I mean? If I was to say some of the shit I rap about, it would come off probably preachy to some niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my job is to get motherfuckers to be able to digest a better message. And, you know, I just kind of, all right, we're going to do it this way. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's cool then. So, I mean, you just really kind of touched on it, but one of the questions I was gonna ask, how would you describe that unique sound, man? Because it's different. It reminds me of Shine from the old,
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
boy
it's
days.
bad boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got that voice and carry. Like I used to be a coach. I just retired, and that's what everybody say, man, is your voice scare the shit out of me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm me, but you know how. Basically, that's the question I ask you though. That unique sound that you got, man. I mean, you practice that, or just that's been you your whole life?
Bro, this what y'all get is just me, bro. Like
It is.
sometimes like it's a gift and a curse. Like
Mm.
I sound like this when I talk to my kids, you know, like that's my rap voice, you know, like I don't know how to I'm not a good actor, bro. So I
Yeah.
don't know how to turn it on. I don't have this alter ego about
Mm.
my music. You know, it's just Rashaad Lee is my government name, bro. So it's
Okay.
like for me, I don't know. It's just me. It's how I've sounded my whole life. But with my approach with like I guess how I use my voice is more like, you know, I it's the energy, bro. It's
Mm.
all about energy. You know, it's enthusiasm. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
There it is.
So, you know, for me, I make a really good point about, you know, how I say certain shit that I say. And I
Mm.
think that makes a really big, you know, impact on how people receive like, okay, his shit's so different from, you know, whatever his voice is distinct. It is maybe I did practice it from years of, you
Mm.
know, I put in my 10,000 hours, but
Hmm.
I think as an artist, we always developing our sound. You know, you
Yeah.
listening to Insomnia, I don't rap nothing like that anymore. You know, like
Yeah.
my cadence, you know, my rhyme scheme, everything is like so much more tighter, you know,
Yeah.
that you can tell there was growth and development in the craft. So I think it just comes with evolution, bro. You
Hmm.
hear yourself, you gotta hear yourself. And sometimes you don't like what you hear. So you like, even though you might like this song, as the artist, I'm like, bro, my shit, my voice sound like ass, bro. Like I got yeah, like play my new shit, nigga. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I feel
Like
you.
that, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro, I don't think it's something I really spent a lot of time working on. I think it's just something that came. Every song is a new story, and every
Yeah.
song is like a better or, you know, more meaningful expression of, you know, who I am and how I sound.
Exactly. That's cool. So speaking of like your new sound, the song "Winning," another powerful,
Yeah.
another powerful man. What's the message and the meaning behind why did you write "Winning"? That was just something that hit when I heard it. I'm like, wow.
Um, Bro, I've always been that dude that like was like counted out, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
teachers didn't really think I'd do anything after high
Mm.
school, which they wasn't really wrong for a while. But you know what I mean? Like it's like I was that guy that was good at sports but got cut from the team because the coach didn't think I was committed enough. You know, it
Oh,
was like I always was misunderstood. People never really seen what I had inside of me because they
yeah.
never tried to understand why I'm holding back or why, you know, I'm not giving what they think I should give. You know,
Mm.
there's always a reason for the shit, but whether, you know, it's that child's fault or, you
Yeah.
know, everybody has a story on why they are the people they are. And when you a kid, you don't have all the information or all the pieces to the puzzle, so you just cycling through life the best way you know how. And I think once you get to a certain point in life, you grow up and you look back on those experiences and you're like, man, you know, like that kid never really got a chance. Like you got four kids of your own, so you're looking
Mhm.
at yourself and you're like, it wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just, you know, then you know, whatever. So when you become an adult, a lot of the shit we do, bro, is a reflection of what we couldn't do when we were younger, you know.
That's
And
true.
yeah, I think in a lot of ways, man, like that experience shaped me a lot. And winning is like it's an expression of that, like being counted out when I started the rap career and all of that, you know, nobody really took me serious. It didn't matter how good I was at it, you
Mm.
know, because I was good at it wasn't good enough to be mentioned, you know, with whatever. In my city, we a small city and we
Yeah.
got, you know, like this thing where motherfuckers would be like, who the best rapper in Kalamazoo? It was never important to me, but I always remembered every time my name never came up. Even with niggas
Mhm.
that I'm friends with would
Wow.
not in the comment section would never post, and I don't hold it against them. They my guys
Yeah.
to this day because we from a city where people don't have a lot of faith, you know,
True.
in somebody's ability to take something somewhere. So, you know, long story short, winning was a byproduct of just being counted out, you know, being, you know, looked at as like, you know, whatever, we better.
Mm.
And it was like being humble and being quiet and just watching that shit and
Yeah.
just being like, all right, you know, just screenshotting it. Cause I was screenshot shit. That's
Mm.
my thing. When I see something that motivate me, I'm like, man, I'm on. Hey, I got
Mm.
your ass.
Mm.
And I screen, and it's like those are the things that motivate me. So when I hear a certain beat, my producers send me shit, and I listen to it, I'm like, all right, I know what direction we're gonna go with this based on the vibe of the beat. The vibe of winning was trapped out. It's a really simple beat. I'm gonna be honest. Like I think I
Mm.
got it off a beat. Didn't even come from my producers that I work with. I
Okay.
needed something quick. So I felt some kind of way. So I was like, all right,
Mhm.
I need to find that energy. I found that beat, and that's where everything came out. It's just a representation of I did it without y'all. You know, like
Mhm.
I didn't need the help, and I don't have any resentment. It's
Yeah.
just the fact that I get to stand here at this point and say, nigga, I'm winning. I
Yeah.
did shit. You know what I
That's
mean?
real. And you know what? I'll be real with you, man. I stayed in Portage for like 2 years with Greg. No, you know, and I used to go to Kalamazoo Valley Community College.
Where,
And
yeah.
and I'm gonna be real. You probably the only rapper I ever heard out of Kalamazoo, bro. That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
And I know
I,
it's been rappers, but
right, yo, and that's the thing, like there shit, I'm a dude that always pay homage, you know, and I always show love to my city because there was a lot of people doing this shit before me where
mm,
I would look up like to them because at that time where I'm nobody, I don't even got a single song. You know, I'm looking at certain people like, yo, they the ones that's they had all the shows, they doing all this. And regardless of if, you know, anybody's ever really heard of anybody in the zoo, for me as an artist from here, you know, I know that, you know, there's been plenty before me. You know, I'm
okay.
just blessed to be, I guess, gifted with a vision, a purpose, a
Mm,
voice, an
hmm.
artistic ability and a faith that trumps any and every opinion, algorithm, gatekeeper,
Mm,
anything like that, bro. So it's
exactly.
like it's a powerhouse of motivation
Mhm. Yeah.
that I had to read a lot of fucking books. Like as I
Mm,
come to you as a rapper, you motherfuckers will look at me, but like, hey, you a rap nigga, you know, bro. I got a fucking library, man.
yeah.
I could quote motivational speakers, man, like Les Brown, Tony
Mm,
Robbins, Jim Rohn. I can go on and
wow.
on and on, bro. Like those are the people that helped me shape my mind. Because
Okay.
when I first started hearing this shit, I'm like, "These corny ass niggas, man." But then, but then when I realized that me being isolated and not fucking with people allowed
Yeah.
me to create my own values, my own ideas of what's cool and what's not cool, my own
Okay.
perception and direction. That allowed me to it opened my eyes to a whole different world. That 10 years of learning, you know, spirituality, faith, you
Mm,
know, abundance, just all of those little things that people don't realize wealthy, rich, successful people really practice on an everyday basis.
hmm.
Those are the things that separated me from I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I'm that much better than, you know, some of the talent that's in this city. I
Okay.
will say, as an artist, you know, as a talented, I don't think anybody's personally better than me in my city,
Okay.
honestly. But and I can stand on that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna take no stripes from nobody else that's truly gifted at what they do
Mm.
in this city. I was just, you know, lucky enough, I guess. I worked hard enough,
Yeah.
and that opportunity and desire equals luck.
Okay.
And if more people understood that opportunity, desire, and hard work is what makes luck,
Yeah.
it would be a lot more of me, bro.
That's
Like,
true.
honestly.
That's true. And just we've been on for about 15 minutes, man, conversating and listening to you. Now I can see why your rap music is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something about you here. And it's funny you say you got a catalog and a bunch of books you read. And that's the best way to do it. You know, while you say I'm sitting right here in my studio, it's a bookshelf right there to my left, full of books top to bottom. Because you have to
Right.
read to build your mind up, to know basically personally about yourself. And I can
Right.
see that in you, man. You got this kind of glow on you, and it's a good thing.
I
You know.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't preach to niggas, man, because I honestly like I'm in school right now. I'm a 4.0 student too, by the
No.
way. This
Congrats.
last semester I got a 3.5, but had
Okay.
some personal shit going on. It is what it is,
Hmm.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you know, that's something I take real serious, bro. Like, fuck, I'm a nerd, like deep down. Like, I like learning, bro. And if that's
Yeah.
the definition of, you know, what makes that, then I guess that's me, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I
It
ain't never
is.
gave a fuck what how somebody feel about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It is.
you know, with me, like, I think personally, if a nigga read one book a year, that if he had one he could fall in love with a year, bro, in 5 years, you
Hmm.
know, you're gonna know that much more about whoever you trying to become. You know, like
Mhm.
you read 10 in 1 year, you know, you're gonna be a fucking master at whatever the fuck you decide to do.
Yeah. It
And
is.
that's just factual truth, you know, like that's not coming from me.
Oh yeah. Well, Mira, I'm gonna tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Definitely with that education, bro. Because without it, you know, you can't do nothing, and you're gonna have that education on top of this, you know, rap career that you about to have and continue to have it. Because you all over social media, man, and you hitting them the right way with the clips, and you basically baiting. I was one of them that got hooked, you know, because just watching the clips, bro, and I wanted to know more. So continue doing that, bro. So
Yeah.
now that we go, being from Kalamazoo, what's some of the biggest challenges you faced in your rap game, in your rap career, I should say?
Uh Shit, bro. Like I'm a positive nigga, man. So it's
Mm.
hard for me to find the challenges like that. I just don't really see them, bro. Like but they're there. I'll say that a
Mhm.
lot of the issues that let me speak for a lot of rappers. Like I say a
Okay.
lot of the things because I'm telling you, bro. I went a different route. The route I went was fuck any help.
Hmm.
Fuck anybody that doesn't want to, not literally, like it's not like well, I have to tell myself, fuck the world and every opinion.
Hmm.
And I had to put my head down and say, the help ain't coming. I got to do this shit on my own. And there had to
Yeah,
be a fire burning in me to make me want to do this shit that bad.
that's
And
right.
so, like, when I look at what challenges I faced, it's like the only challenges I faced was myself.
Mm.
Nothing stopped me from dropping a song every month and promoting it on social media, just like you
Mm.
mentioned me doing.
Yep.
You know, that's just consistency. That's
Yeah,
discipline.
that's it.
So, you know, I guess I went the discipline route, but a lot of things that a lot of people face in Kalamazoo that is we're not a city that people, you know, want to support each other very
Mhm.
much. So it's just like every other city, bro. Like
Yeah.
we take it real personal here. You know,
Mhm.
I did in the very beginning, and after that, I was like, man, fuck this. I don't like feeling this way about.
Mhm.
I don't like being a victim. I don't like feeling helpless. So
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck it, I don't need no help.
that's right.
But you know, a lot of people do, and it shouldn't be that way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there should be some level of support and some level of unity. associated, you know, with arts and cultural arts like hip hop and shit like that. But
Yeah.
you know, there just isn't. And I think for me, I could entertain the challenges, but I'm more of the type of person that's like I would rather, you know, tell somebody how much more how capable they are of overcoming those challenges if they just
Mm-hmm.
focused on themselves, stop relying on help that they don't need.
That's
The
right.
support is people sharing your shit. I'm not asking anybody to share my shit. I've
Mm-hmm.
never tagged any of my friends or nothing in my shit. I ever sent out mass DMs. I
Mm-hmm.
rely on the algorithm to push my music to people that want to see it. And if
Mm.
the people that don't want to see it, they're gonna engage with it anyways, because the algorithm know that you're gonna hate this and you're gonna say
Yep.
something. And so they're
Yep.
gonna send it to them too. So
That's
it's
true.
like for me, it's like, why feel resentment for people in your city when they're not the person or the people that's going to make the difference or impact
Mm.
in your career? It's
That's
gonna be
true.
the people you don't know. If
Yeah.
For me, it's like to go from not getting a single ounce of support at all
Mm.
to being the guy in the city. It's fair for a person like me to have that opinion. To say, why
Mm-hmm.
wait on support when you could do it yourself? Now the whole city supportive. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? So now I get all the support in the world.
Mm.
But people want you to prove yourself before they commit themselves
That's
to
true.
you. Because we
Yeah.
hate to be let down. We hate to tell our friends, "Yo, he's gonna," and then they don't. And I will
Yeah.
say, on top of that, that's one of the scariest things as an artist in my situation is you ain't
Mm.
made it yet.
Yeah.
You just creating. You got motion. You talented. People are
Mm-hmm.
seeing you, but you ain't made it yet. So
Mm.
it's like your biggest fear is, what if I fall off tomorrow? The whole
Mm.
fucking city like he gonna be the one. And you
Mm.
like, I gotta wake up every day with that, not only to worry about feeding my family, but I gotta worry about letting everybody down too. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So it's like it's crazy how easy it is to have a different relationship with music and your city
Mm.
if
Yeah.
you put a little more purpose and intention behind how you move.
Mm.
I guess I'm trying to word this careful because I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah. I
But
feel
it's
you.
cool to have a group of people that think, yeah, yeah, you hype. Yes, man. But it's
Mm.
different when somebody that don't know you say, bro, you cold in a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because
true.
you know you got something there.
Yep.
They don't know you. They ain't got nothing. They it's just
Mm.
like a person hating on you online. They don't know you. Don't take it personal.
Mm-hmm.
They have no idea who you are. They've never
That's
they
right.
don't if they did know you, trust me, I done sat in the steam room with motherfuckers at the gym, you know,
Mm.
hot tubs, and people that would typically hate you get to talk to you and they just like, well, damn. So it's like, dog, like these people don't know you. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So it's like that's the biggest issue in my city that we complain about is support.
Yeah.
Support, support, support. We don't support each other. There's not enough support.
Mm-hmm.
If we
And
help ourselves, we can help ourselves. You
that's
get what
right.
I mean? Like,
Yep. Now you
help
telling the
me and
truth.
help we.
Because we got that same issue here in Saginaw, man, with a lot of, rappers, but you can't get them together to do things. And like you said, the venues won't allow them to come together to do something positive to show their talent, you know.
Right.
So,
That's a big problem here too. We don't got venues for rap shows. We a really artsy ass city. And
hmm,
I know because I'm in school for art, bro.
yeah,
So I
okay.
won second place in an art fair or an art show
Hmm,
in my first year in school. So I know I've been a part of some of these art events. They
okay.
got tons of things in my school. They even have a recording studio, the instruments that you can rent out, all kind of shit. There's but they cater to the music that they deem,
Mm-hmm.
acceptable or safe, or how
Mm-hmm.
they look at it as this is real art. It's
Yeah.
real music. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like hip hop in a lot of ways, regardless of how much of a impact it has on pop culture, on marketing, sales for any and every business in the world. Where you get used for marketing Pepsis and shoes and this shit, that shit. Hip hop literally is a staple in everything
Right.
we do in American culture. And
Yeah.
so for it to be looked at in the way that it is, on local levels, it's like on a mass corporate level, there's value in us. Even there's value in us.
That's right.
But on a local level, it's like, why are you rapping? Quick, go get a real job. Do this, do that, the whatever. No support. We don't
No.
do rap venues. We don't so it's like that's really, what we up against. And it sounds like, this the same smaller city bullshit that we deal
Yep.
with.
It is a lot of politics and it's messed up. I know we got this thing coming up here, 989 Day coming up this summer. And I know some of the people putting it on, man. And I'm going to pass your info on to them because I think they should reach out and bring you down, man, to perform. I
No
think that
doubt,
you
bro.
will, you know what I'm saying? And
I
definitely, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, no, I cut you off, bro. I was gonna say shit, nah, I'd definitely be down, bro. Like I'm that's the one thing like that's crazy. Out of all the people that make music in my city, I've performed twice in my entire career. No bullshit,
What?
bro.
Damn.
That's what I mean when I say that's
Support.
the level of support
Wow.
that an artist like me has gotten in my city. So it's
Damn.
like there's promoters, there's people, there's whatever. But because I keep to myself, and
Mm,
this, I'm just assuming this has to be the reason. It ain't talent. So it's
mm-hmm.
like I think it's because I keep to myself and I don't have a large circle at all. That
Yeah.
they can't say he's affiliated with this person, that person. A lot of people just it's not how good you are is who you know. And when you're from a small
Mhm.
city, those are the people that try to act like gatekeepers. Those are the
Yeah.
people that they know you're there. If niggas in
Yep.
Detroit know you and niggas in Atlanta know you and Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston are your three biggest cities streaming. You could go to Dallas and 5,000 people know your name, but you can't get booked for a
Damn.
small ass venue in a city of 75,000 people. That don't
Yeah.
make no fucking sense.
Don't
But
make
for
no.
me, I chose not to be offended by it, and I just kept doing my thing. So now you fast forward, I didn't need the shows to get to where I'm at. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was trying to tell you about. Y'all gonna wait for the support. You don't need it. I
Yeah.
I make plenty of money off of what I do, and I never had to the pleasure of standing on stage and performing what I do the best. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I'm okay with that because I'm like I'm gonna win now. I'm gonna build my
Mhm.
catalog. I'm gonna when I stand on stage, I got bangers, bro, one
Yeah.
after another, and people just gonna eat it up.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like that patience. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I forgot what you even asked me. I think I went off on a little bit on that
No,
one.
you. No, it's like the same when we was talking about the support. I mean, and it's sad because it's that way even with the podcast game. It started with me just picking up a phone, conversating after my pops died. Then like you said, people don't support you, don't move. But a lot of my supporters are outside Michigan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, but like you said, you can't get mad at it, man. You got to keep on moving and keep building.
I think the biggest thing with it, exactly. I think the biggest thing with it is to just build confusion. Like I don't even think it's anger. You just like I don't get it.
Mhm.
Like
That's it.
like why they fuck with me, but why I gotta work so hard, to
For
get
your
you,
own
man.
time.
And it's like I don't know. I start once you stop asking yourself that question, though, man, you kind of understand it's just how the game works. If you
Mhm.
talk to some of the most successful people, they're gonna tell you the same story.
Same
It
story.
comes with the journey. It comes with that self-realization and people watching you grow from,
Mhm.
or having the audacity to say, I'm gonna be somebody.
There it
And
is.
then they kind of feel some kind of way about you because that's not a reflection of you.
Mm.
It's a reflection of them. Like, how dare you want to be somebody? I ain't even thought that yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then as you progress, people watch you stay true to what the fuck you said you was gonna do. and then they grow more resentful. Like, all right, I ain't gonna like your shit. I ain't gonna share your shit. And it ain't because they don't fuck with you. You technically a friend. You know what I mean? Like, but it's when people just are still trying to figure out what their thing is in life. It's sometimes hard for motherfuckers to be happy for you, man.
That's true.
I
That's
think
very,
more people just gotta look at it that way and save yourself the
yep.
fucking heartache, bro.
That's right. It's like you said, you can't let other people feelings, affect what you doing, or you won't be successful.
Right.
So with that being said, I ask this to a lot of artists though. Who your Mount Rushmore in the game?
Man, you the last time somebody asked me this, I like froze. I ain't had nobody, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie though. Um, it's gonna take me a second, so bear with me.
Yeah.
I
Do what
listen
you
to
do.
so much different kind of music, man. And the
Mm,
older, I got, the more I was like, I don't even really listen to all that rap as much.
mm.
But my favorite artist, bro, I'll just say my favorite artist. I can't do the Mount Rushmore shit. That's too
Okay.
difficult, man. It give me a fucking
Okay.
headache. It's too many great artists, bro. Like
It is. It is.
the ones that inspire me the most are probably Lupe Fiasco,
Mm,
uh, Bone Thugs and Harmony had to be in there.
mm,
Um, Big Pun,
mm,
Tupac. Fuck, man, it's Zero. He H time.
mm. Yeah.
Um, it's man, I'm all over the place with these guys. Some of them
But
people I ain't never even heard of, bro.
but
Like,
it's a hell of a melting pot what you got going though. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I like that. It's
it's
different
just
styles.
I like Zero is all about that pain music,
Mm-hmm.
like that real shit that
Yep.
I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna keep it. And you hear a lot of that nigga in my music, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't even lie. Like, and I love it because nobody's ever been like, you sound like Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers always tell me I sound like Kevin Gates. I ain't never listened to Kevin Gates music in my fucking life. Like I may have saved like 3 songs of his in my entire life on my playlist,
Mm.
and that's about it. So his influence had no fucking
Mm-hmm.
impact on my rap career. How my voice sounds, like you sound like Kevin. How the fuck I'm gonna make up a voice, bro? Like this is my
Yeah.
real voice. That nigga use auto tune, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like this is my real shit. I'm in an interview right now. Sound the fucking
Yeah.
same, bro. So
You
it's
sounded
like,
exactly the same.
but yeah, Ro was from
Mm-hmm.
how he said his shit, the enthusiasm to how you felt it.
Yep.
Like that's really like everybody opinion about his rap ability aside, like that dude
Mhm.
influenced the hell out of my music, man.
Well, now you say it, I can hear it. Remember, I said shine. Yeah, you put me in that mode to shine. But now that you say Zero, yeah, I feel that 100%. The
Yeah, that was
storytelling,
my guy,
yeah,
man.
I feel that for real. Wow, that's all right though. I like that though. Wow. So if you wasn't rapping, what would you be doing?
Shit, before I was rapping, I had my own lawn care service, bro.
Okay.
So shit, I was just hustling doing that shit, and
Hmm.
I got tired of digging in the fucking dirt. So it's 2 years ago, bro. Last year
Oh
was my
yeah.
last year. Even last year I had one property, and then I let it go. It was my brother's
Mm.
property because he owns some houses. So I was like, I'll look out for my bro. I told him I'm
Yeah.
about done with this shit, but
Wow.
yeah, last year was it, man. And shit, this year I was actually able to see the potential in making a living off of music. Like I haven't had to work, so it's a
Okay.
good start, bro. We we
Yeah.
we 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 getting there, but maybe that for me as an artist, you like, all right, maybe I just had a really good year. Like there's no stability in this shit, so you don't want your
Mhm.
ego to go like crazy, and you like, I still gotta make a
Yeah.
full-time income, provide for my family, and be the person I'm trying to aspire to be all at the same time.
That's right.
Beats, production, videos, fucking everything that goes studio, all that come out of pocket too. So everything that come in got to go out too. You know what I mean? So when
Mhm.
that's the only way you can get to where, you know, I'm progressing, is you got to understand that your music is a business and you got to manage that shit accordingly if you want to be able to live off the shit at some point.
That's true, man. Hey, you hit it with that. I mean, I'm doing with this media company that same way, man. So I like that. So the next thing I want to do, bro, I'm gonna put up a couple songs that just something about them was personal favorites of mine. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? And just wanted to get your intake on that songs and the meaning behind them. And first one, Never Folded.
All right.
So
Shit, man. Sorry, I paused for a second because I thought she was
no,
gonna play a clip of it.
oh, okay.
Never Folding. That was just like, I mean, I think it really speaks for itself when it kick off, bro. Like I was trying to figure out if that was gonna be the first verse or the second verse. And you know, when I'm like, let's talk about what make a real nigga, you know, like, but that's really what the song's about. Like my son's mental health issues, the perception of what make a real nigga in hip hop is comedic to me, man. Like, and I think that's a lot of where the energy for that song came from. Like, I don't play
Okay.
by them fucking dumbass street rules that niggas be hanging and clinging off of. Like, got me fucked up. I'm a man first, nigga.
I know that.
Ain't nobody making
Know
choices
that's
for
right.
me. You got me
Yeah, it
fucked up.
is. I
So
like that.
that's really what that was about, bro. Like,
Okay,
just
that's cool. Yeah, that was one that just hit me, man. This was another one that I fell for right here. Ain't going back.
you
I can
like that one.
I like that.
That was your shit. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
I think number one, that was my first time ever trying to sing, like actually like sing, bro. So like
Wow.
I tried 3 different takes of that shit, and the third one I was trying like a rock and roll take, a country take. I tried like 3 different because that wasn't some shit that I was used to doing. But
Mm.
my brother had moved to Nashville, and while I was down there visiting, motherfucker was like, "You should make a country song." You know, we in this cigar room just chilling, and he's like, "Yeah, make a country." I'm like, "Fuck out of here." I get back to Michigan, and I'm like, maybe I should, man. I found a beat from a producer named Nick Nash, and
Okay.
he was in the Carolinas at the time, and I had purchased a beat from him. I didn't think the song was gonna do anything because it was my first time, but I ended up, it went crazy. The meaning behind this song is I mean, it talk about little shit like addiction. I had like, I don't want to say like a severe addiction, but I had a minor functioning addiction with, you know, painkillers at some point in my life, and it was getting to a point to where it was no longer, you know, a functioning, you know, the situation. And I
Okay.
was able to turn that around just by, you know, consciousness alone. Just like, all right, you got all this self-help shit you learn, you got a faith. Let's apply this shit, you know. And
Yeah.
so I got through that shit, and music was what saved me from it. Honestly, like music was like, okay, I'll trade this for this. You know, and so it was like if I want music, it was almost like bro, like I ain't overly religious. Like
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but like I'll be lying if I didn't say like I pray to God and I'm like, if you help me get through this shit, and mind you, I'm giving God an ultimatum. I sound stupid as hell, but I'm like, if you help me get through this shit, you know, I'm all in with the music. I'll never look back. You know, I'll never, you know, whatever. And the irony in that song is that the song, you know, was about exactly, you know, what, you know, yeah. So
Mhm.
it's just about saying goodbye to that shit, talking about childhood, early
Mhm.
times, just a lighthearted approach to talking about tough things, I guess.
Okay. Man, I like that. Dang, that's powerful though. Official.
You know, to be honest, bro.
That's an older one, huh?
Nah, it ain't older, man. Look, big. I don't like the song. I'm gonna be nice because some people like my music, bro. So I ain't about to shit on my own music and that fact that they like it. But it's like I just don't think the song has any substance. If I'm being completely honest, like
that's the best way to be.
I'm real careful about what I put out and what I say. And so when I listen to that, when I hear it play back, you know, I'm just like puffing on a blunt, you know, like that. I smoke so much weed, but I never really talk about it, bro. You know, like it's just certain things that I don't my listeners don't give a fuck about that, man. You know, like it's so for me, I don't know. I thought I was trying to do something fun.
Yeah.
And it just kind of turned into something that when I hear it, when I hear that shit play back, I'm like, man, fuck
That's
that
funny.
song.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, that's all. It just ain't meaningful enough for me, man. And I've had critics say the same thing, and I've been forced to agree with them because I can't take offense to something if I feel the same exact way.
Yeah.
When somebody be like, "This is the same old whatever, no substance." I mean, shit, bro. With that song, I think you kind of right, man.
Yeah, but
But
it caught me
I
though.
mean, it was fun to make. Don't get me wrong. But most of this interview has been about, you know, my purpose and my, you know, the
Yeah.
reason for why I do what I do. So I felt like
Yep.
it was important to outline that song specifically and being, you know,
Yeah.
fun and a lot more lighthearted, I guess.
That's cool though. A lot of rappers wouldn't even be truthful about that though. So that shows that you somebody different than everybody else anyway, right there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And here go my
Love, bro.
other one that I like too.
That one deep, bro. Like,
Deal with that shit every day.
that one outlines a lot of shit that I was going through. Homeboy that I lost got shot 6 times a
Sorry
few
to hear
months
that, bro.
ago. I guess like I talked about that right off the rip. I said, R.I.P. my nigga Marcus, shit been hella crazy. I stay the fuck up out the way and let a nigga play me. And a lot of it is just a testimony to how I live my life to stay out of the way of the bullshit, bro. Like, you
Yes.
know, the things that mean the most to me in my life is, you know, being a father. You know, I've had a fiance, you know, for longer than I should, but we've been together 10 years. You
Okay.
know, I'm not the nigga out at the clubs, you know, fucking off on my old lady. You know, I'm not the dad that chooses parties over, you know, parenting. I kiss my kids goodnight every fucking night, bro. I'm not out there like that, bro. So for
Respect.
me, like that song was a lot about the pain, the reason for why I am who I am, what I try to avoid, you know, like people's fraudulent intentions. Um, fuck, man, I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Sometimes I listen to my own music, bro, and I hear it back, man, and I can get emotional depending on the song because I forget that I say this shit, bro. I forget that I say a lot of the shit that I say in my songs because sometimes a motherfucker tell me, "Oh, your music sounds the same." I go back and listen to my music. Like, does he have a point? Can I rearrange? Or can I tweak something? Because I don't mind criticism, but bro, I hear some of the lyrics and I'm just like, "Damn, nigga, damn,
What's going
bro."
through it?
I'll be like, "All right, next song," yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I'm not in that. I'm not in that story anymore. We done turn a
Yeah.
page, and all my music is just like turning pages, bro. Every song is a new. I'm in a new place. I didn't regress. You know,
Yeah.
I might be talking about something else, but it's all in the timeline. You know what I mean?
Okay. I like that, man. Here go the last one on that then. And come on. For the family.
Oh, that's self-explanatory for the most part. But it's all the other shit that I outline in the
Yep.
songs. Usually the title speaks a lot about like it summarizes, you know, like this is why I do, you know what I mean? But I think I talk about a lot of shit. I don't listen to that song much. I almost forgot. It's got the sample. Ain't it funny how they talk about the money, but yeah. I think in that song it's a lot real similar to Fake Love, just spoken in a different way. A lot of different topics that don't pertain to fake love, but telling the same story of, you know, betrayal, struggle, triumph, you know, reason, you know, like purpose. You know, it explains and outlines a lot of why I do what I do.
Yeah.
And some of the things that might influence, you know, who I am in my music.
Yeah. I feel that. Man, that's cool, man. It's been very, I'll be honest with you. Speaking to a lot of rappers, this is different and more real than what I even thought it was gonna be. And I appreciate you, bro.
But
100% genuine with it. So if it was anything you can tell a young up and coming rapper about the game, I mean, if they listen to the interview, they hear it because you're talking about it. But if it was something specific you can tell them, what would that be?
whatever it is you decide to do in life, you gotta put your everything into it. You gotta figure out why you want what you want. It's important to have a huge level of faith in yourself
Yeah.
and God. Until you know who you are, it's
Mm-hmm.
impossible to lead people. You know, people really depend on uh, a person's being sure of themselves before
Mm-hmm.
they buy into anything, you know, that you're trying to project. So I just think it's important to know yourself, know your reason why, you know, keep your faith strong and work really hard. And I think anything, no matter what you do, will always work out.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Man, Rashaad, I appreciate your time tonight, bro. Like I said, I
No
know
doubt, bro.
it seemed like we just started, but we didn't already went an hour into a show, man. So that's when you had that good conversation to be like that, bro. And I know you got a lot of things going. I seen one of your clips today. You got a show coming up tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a show, but it's my guy, early his birthday bash.
Okay.
So he be promoting shows and shit, and so he's got me headlining this show for his birthday, man. So I told him I'd
Okay.
pop out, man. And
Oh yeah.
that was he wanted that was his birthday gift. He said,
Huh.
man, you know, and honestly, I do have to say this in the interview, man. It meant a lot, um, because he just kind of tagged me in a post and continued, you know, to express his gratitude for me being there and how proud of the fact
Hmm.
that I am going to be there to perform. And I'm just happy to be there to support other local artists that are
Mm-hmm.
working their ass off to aspire to be somebody, man. So I'm glad to be there. So yeah, it's a show. I'm
Okay.
performing at 11:20, so it'll be popping, bro. It's gonna be nice.
Man, I picked the wrong weekend to come to Kalamazoo. I should have came this weekend.
Man,
Man,
you still can come, man. You got it. Don't take no time. What you 2 hours away, 3 hours
yeah, like
away?
two and a half. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, see, you
Yeah,
ain't nothing but a hop skip, man. Come pop
I
out.
know. I got to do some prom pictures tomorrow, man.
You
You know,
good, bro.
I keep
I'm
it.
getting
Look, I keep it grinding, man. I keep it
no doubt.
grinding. For sure. Well, bro, is it tell the people that are listening where they can find you, your music, your social platforms, so everybody know where they can go and see Rashaad Lee, because I'm gonna promote this and and let people know about it.
No doubt. Rashaad Lee, you could check me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. They all Rashaad.Lee, all lowercase. Not hard to find me at all. Then Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, really any major platform that, and even smaller platforms, like any platform. I'm on pretty much every one, man. So there's links in my bio on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Also Threads now too. But everything is Rashaad.Lee, all lowercase. All links are in the bio.
Man, well, most definitely. And like I said earlier in the show, before you came in, man, I'm starting an online radio station next month. And I'm gonna have a week throughout the week where I got local artists and playing all their music, man. And you definitely gonna be in the rotation, fam.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Love, man, for real. And actually, bro, I'm really glad that I took that I answered your message and talked to Greg, man, because this was a really good interview, man. Like I appreciate the time, the consideration, the intention that you put in the interview, man. Because I really at this point I'm just trying to tell my story, man. So you gave me a platform to do that, and I really appreciate it, man.
Well, my brother is being heard. I mean, like I said, your clips got me. And if they got me, I know it's thousands of other people that's doing the same. So I'm gonna continue. Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. Shouldn't be smoking that shit up in here. But anyway, I'm gonna continue to promote, push your stuff, man. But at the same time, I'm definitely gonna get with them cats that I know doing that 989 day here in September, man. And got to get you down here, man, so the city can see you and hear your music, man. So
no doubt, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited, bro. Just let me know, man.
Most definitely. And next time I'm in Kalamazoo, man, I'm gonna tell Greg we gotta hook up, man, and take you out to lunch or something, man. For real.
No doubt, bro. For real.
Man, we definitely gonna make it happen. Hey, Rashaad, I appreciate you coming on the More Than a Coach podcast. Man, good luck. And if there's anything you ever need from me, bro, just let me know and we're gonna make it happen.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate you having me, my dog.
Yes, sir. All right, man. You have a good night now.
You too, man.
All right, yep. So as y'all see, there we go. As y'all see, man, we had a great interview with Kalamazoo's own Rashaad Lee. And just in case y'all missed the beginning, I'm gonna let y'all hear this before we get up out of here, y'all. A couple of quick clips of him.
For the music, be dead or I'll probably lose it. K-Zoo. My heart and soul go out to you. Always keep you really close, but it's some shit I'm going through. How I lose so many homies in the shit that I pursue. And how the city overlooked me when I did this shit for you. Is my city gonna think I did it big enough? I've been on the grind, still they act like I ain't did enough. I've been seeing comments of people telling me give it up. I can hear them talking, but ask me how much I give a fuck. Really? You either with me or against me though. Always been a buck with these niggas, but they resent me for. Rashaad Lee. Let's go. Till I'm winning and hate on me now, That's a hell of a vibe. Niggas just sweating, go get them a towel. I'm all respecting it, tearing me down. I look for my niggas, nowhere to be found. I'm standing on business with 10 on the ground. I said I'm a king, they ain't give me the crown. I know they gon' hate me, so this is what I found. You niggas. Coming up like in a dice game. I'm really different. I ain't thinking about you niggas. Stay the fuck about my business. I just kick it like a blunt. Puffing on a blunt. Yolo on these niggas. I've been getting what I want. I had to make a couple moves. Now a nigga look official. I've been earning all my stripes. All I'm missing is a whistle. I just kick it like a blunt. Puffing on a blunt. Yolo on these niggas. I've been getting what I want.
So once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the More Than the Coach show, y'all. Season 8, episode 1. And y'all, I had a great interview with Kalamazoo's own Rashaad Lee. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on all major platforms. Go download that music, y'all. Hey, it's a deep brother. To all my podcast brothers out there, man, y'all make sure y'all reach out to him and get him on your platform. Until then, y'all, this your boy Coach Marshall. Hey, it feel good being back. Peace.
On into the podcast, it's a process. We're talking like music, sports, and entertainment. Oh, yes. little more than a coach. Podcast, P-O-D-C-A-S-T. Doing this one for the culture, that's on me. Yes, sir, I'm your host.